my name is Lindsay Hebert and I'm the performance manager here at the Edinburgh Dungeon, and we're going to be doing a bit of a makeup masterclass with you, showing you a few of the looks that we use here in the dungeon. We're going to be using some MAC makeup products as we have a partnership with the MAC makeup brand, but we are also going to be using some different makeups that you can pick up in your local costume stores, which are water-based makeups and they wash off quite easily. Our Halloween show starts on the 10th of October and it runs until the 31st. And we're doing Samhain this year, which is actually the origins of Halloween, and we have a Druid character, so I'm going to be showing you the makeup for the Druid character. The first thing we use is the MAC face and body in the white colour, and this again is just a very small amount, and it's just to even out the skin tone and just give you a good palette to work on. So you don't need too much of the product, and again you're just rubbing in. If you've got a bit of stubble, giving an extra bit of a rub just so it doesn't get caught. Okay, so once you're happy with your base, we're actually going to be using face paints again, sort of water activated face paints, and they you can get these in local costume stores, especially around this time. We're actually going to be using a orange colour. The Druid character here wears a very burnt orange style smock, and they also have a very elaborate hat that has lovely sort of rusticy autumnal sort of orangey colours to it. So we decided to give the character a band of orange across their eye. You're just going to take the band over the eye area. So if you just give yourself lines to sort of follow. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over the line with my finger just to take out the harshness of that line, just blend it in slightly so it doesn't look too precisioned. So the next product we're going to use is another, just a normal face paint, water activated face paint. We're going to use it in black. I've already wet my brush and popped some on the brush here, and I'm just going to take it over the eyelid. I'm just going to plant it, and then I'm actually going to use my finger to blend it in. The thing to be here is to not be too neat with this, and also less is more. You can always build up the colour. So what we're trying to create here, and I'm going to put a little bit under the eye as well, is a bit of a winged effect. So you're just bringing the colour down just with your finger, just to give it a bit more of a winged effect. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to use is another water-based product, and it's just another colour. It's just a green. And I'm just going to wet my finger ever so slightly, and I'm just going to use it on my hand. And basically what I'm trying to just do is just to break this up ever so slightly, is bring this green just around the edges and on the other side as well. And again, you don't have to be too precision. Both sides don't have to look exactly the same. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is the Druids would have used markings on their face, and they would have used charcoal for this, but we're again just going to use our black face paint, water-based face paint. And again, there's no rhyme or reason to where you put your lines or what shapes they're in, but they would have probably used quite elaborate sort of curled lines. Generally they probably would have just done one side of their faces, and sometimes they would also bring lines down their chins as well. And it was almost like trying to attract attention as well. The more elaborate your face paint was, the more attention you would attract. So again, with any line you place on your face, if you just use your finger to take any of the harsh lines away. The last thing for this character, we're going to use a headdress, and again, Druids would have made these very elaborate during this festival time, and this was sort of their way of showing their gratitude to Mother Nature and everything that she had bestowed on them during the year. And that is our finished Druid look.